day.
What's up, my brother? How's things?
Everything's good, bro.
Yes, man. Thank you for joining the platform.
You already know, bro.
And, this is an opportunity for both of us to get the world to know business, $1 million minds.
Absolutely,
So
absolutely.
I think that everybody who has a millionaire mind, we're going to do interviews with and kind of try to pick their brain to inspire other people.
Sounds good, G.
So my first question I want to ask is, what's your motivation? What motivates you to be a successful entrepreneur?
It's a few things. I wouldn't place it on just one thing. The main thing I say is my family, my immediate family, the one that I've created. So between my girl and my son, and then another big motivating factor for me is the fact that my old man, he's not as successful as he would have liked to have been, and I see that pain in him, and a lot of it came from discouragement. People discouraging him when he was younger. You feel what I'm saying? And I always told myself that once I get of age and I have my own son, I'll never let anything discourage me. So that's definitely a big motivating factor for me.
For sure, like that. So for those who don't really know what your business is, explain for the listening audience what you do.
So MFB is what started as a local brand where we would just we started selling oils. No, I'm sorry, we started selling clothes first out of England. A lot of people don't know that. We didn't even start selling clothes in Bermuda at first. We started straight out of England. Then when I came back, I linked with the oil shop, local entrepreneur, and started selling oils, body fragrances and stuff like that. And that like really just took off. The oils really trumped the clothing for a long time. And it wasn't until like 2 years in that I said, you know what? We were still selling the clothes, but it just wasn't as fruitful as I would have liked it to be. So what I did was I stopped outsourcing all of my printing and like embroidery and embellishment, and I bought all the machinery, and equipment myself, and yeah, so that's what we do. So we do printing as well, because I own a printing company, and I do printing for other places as well, stickers, labels, flyers, clothing, whatever, what you may have. And also it's a global brand now. You feel what I'm saying? So we're in just struck a deal with a place in Australia. Just sent some shirts over to Africa. We have people in the States. We have people in England. All of it's trademarked and branded. So yeah, it's a fully operational global brand is what MFB is, and it also serves to motivate people with the brand name, which is Money Feels Better. Now, a lot of people can take that the wrong way. You know what I mean? Meaning like they look at it as braggadocious, or trying to stunt or trying to, be arrogant. But that's definitely never has been the aim or the objective or the agenda of my brand. But sometimes in order to get things to the masses, you have to do things that they resonate with. Right. So you have to stunt. You have to be flashy. You have to do certain things in order to gain the attention of certain people. Right. People may not want to hear it that way, but it is the truth of the matter. Right. And you start to realize, even on Instagram, when you do flashy things, that's when you get the views. That's when you get the likes. That's when you get the comments. That's when you get the people hopping in your DM and stuff like that. So it does breed business. And you have to know how to maneuver it in a certain way, in a certain way, whereas like it doesn't become a liability to you. You know what I mean? Because there's wolves out there, and there's people out there that don't want to see you do well. So yeah, man, that's kind of like a brief synopsis of what my brand is.
Okay, and I understand you have a team that works with you, correct?
Yes.
So just let us know who your team is, so everyone is well aware of your operations and things of that nature.
So we have my vice president, which is my girl, soon to be wife, Simia Casey. And then we have Errington Smith. He's one of our co-founders, one of my bona fides, my closest friends. We have Rico. He's one of our people. He just joined recently. He works out of Crow. He's a person that delivers all of our stuff down the East End. So if anybody needs anything down there, you go to him. And then my son, who's going to be the future MFB president. Right now, I'm keeping my circle really, really tight because, obviously I've had offers for people, they want to work for me and stuff like that. But see, those people don't work for me. They work alongside me. You feel what I'm saying? And I don't want anybody working for me. I want people that are going to be on the exact same level as me, the exact same mindset. They want the exact same benefits for the company as I do. I don't want anyone leeching off of, the things that I put hard work in to create.
For sure. And your team is definitely operational because it proves in the products,
Mm-hmm.
in the marketing of that, and you could tell that it's well organized.
Yes, bro.
I
Thank
just want to give that to you. You know what I mean?
Bless.
But initially, how did you market your goods and services and your products? Like, how did you do that?
I'm glad you asked me that too, bro, because if you go back, that's why I love Instagram so much. Instagram has dates.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? If you go back to our first advertisement, it was one of me, one of the first, not the very first, but one of me selling the Gold Waves oil bottle. Now, when I started selling that, it was the way that you see most people in the world doing it now, which is they've kind of moved away from paid partnerships. They've moved away from doing things like with, big expensive equipment and just recorded it on their phone. And I was, if not the first, one of the first people to start doing that. And a lot of people don't like to give credibility for that type of stuff. Not just with that, but with anything in Bermuda and the world. People just don't like to give credibility. When you see someone that pioneers things, most times people want to talk down on them, like, oh, why you doing it like that? What's with that? But then you see people start to copy it and nobody wants to say, well, you know what, actually you got that from there, bro. You feel what I'm saying? So that's how we started marketing. We marketed it just straight. We said, you know what, we didn't have a lot of money to even pay for people to come and videotape us and all that. So me and Errington, just, took our phones out Astor Park one day, had some of the merchandise, and just spoke to it. You know what I mean? Spoke to what it does. It's a nice smelling fragrance. Girls like it when it's on a man. And basically what we quoted was reality advertisement. We're not putting any gimmicks in it. We're not trying to sell it to you off the premise that we created it. We're just trying to sell it off the premise that it's a good product. And we're not, using flashy effects and stuff like that. If you go back to that video, funny enough, you can hear the wind blowing in the back and shit like that because we was outside.
Right.
So that was the marketing technique we used. Just being real. You know what I mean? Just being real. We're not trying to fake it. And it worked. It worked successfully.
Sure. And so how long you been in business?
Collectively, now, it's been since 2013. So 7 years MFB has been an operational business. 7 years.
That's nice, man. That's long. And,
yeah.
And,
it's got some
steady,
longevity. Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
that's beautiful, man. So with that longevity, you have learned multiple things over the years.
Absolutely.
And you're refining your skills, right?
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
So I want to ask, what courses or schooling you took that started your path to entrepreneurship? Was it any schooling or was it just something that you just said, look, I'm gonna just do this?
I think really I can't not attribute it to the fact that I went to college, because college taught me the effects of being broke.
Mm-hmm.
Real shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, when I was in college, that was the brokest I've ever been in my life. And I've been broke. You feel what I'm saying? But that was probably the brokest point. And I was on my own. I didn't have my parents around to help me. None of that. So that kind of like molded me into the belief that money feels better. I cannot live like this. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know anybody on this earth with a sane mind that would not think that money feels better than being broke. I don't know. I just don't know how they could, piece that together. So I definitely would attribute that to it, but that's not schooling per se in regards to, creating the craft. I would say the School of Hard Knocks, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Anybody that knows me, yourself, they know that I've done things before MFB. You feel what I'm saying? Not to incriminate myself or anything like that, but it is what it is. And I learned most of my tactics from the street. If you look at how MFB is ran, not from a company level, because when it comes to like, administrative work and stuff like that, I learned that in the work field. But when it comes to actually how I deliver my packages, how I get it to people, that's all street authenticated. You feel what I'm saying? So hand-to-hand packages, quick transactions, boom, boom, bam. You get your money. I got my product. Next. You feel what I'm saying? So just simple like that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and I see that. I see that.
Yeah.
And it is very, very personal.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Whereas like some people would rather just receive it in the package in the mail.
Yeah.
Which is like you don't really get to meet or know the person that you're doing business
yes.
with.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So when you're going out hand to hand contact, you're talking to people, you're seeing them, it's more personal.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I think that's a dope idea for itself. You know? And then people could get to really feel
my energy.
Your energy,
yes.
You know,
yes.
Your presence.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's gonna lead me to my next question about like what do you determine to be success? Like what is your concept of success?
My concept of success heavily relies on the relationships that I keep with people. I value people. I'm slowly starting to value people more than I value money. Because there have been times where I've lost money. It just happened recently. I was just talking to Verge about that. I just lost 9 bills 2 days ago. You feel what I'm saying? Now that's not a huge amount of money, but it's a good bit of money. And the people that I needed to deal with in regards to that 9 bills, because I've dealt with them so well in the past, I think don't even worry about that, man. You feel what I'm saying? And it's only because of the good relationships that I hold with them and the trust, the integrity, the love, the respect, the manners. So it's like, you know what? That 9 bills would have been nice to give to them for the transactions that I needed to do. But at the end of the day, they're saying, you know what, man, you're good for that. Not good for it meaning I have to give it to them, you know. Just good for it meaning like, this time around, you're straight.
For sure.
You feel what I'm saying? And money can't buy that, bro. Money really can't buy that. And that all comes from, like, what you said, my personal interactions with people, me feeling the vibes out. Like, even if I go to someone and I give them a package, I make sure that I unwrap packages before I leave, bro. Just like in the game, dog. We're not leaving unless that shit's weighed and paid. You feel what I'm saying? Sure. So I like to take my stuff out, check it for blemishes, check it for if, anything's wrong, try it on. Let me see if it fits you correctly. If it doesn't, let me go back to the lab and make sure that it's correct. And all them types of things right there, that keeps a customer loyal, bro. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, they're not getting that service wherever else they may go. And because I don't have a store, which I've opted not to have, not that I can't have one, I keep my overheads low, so I give you the best quality for the lowest prices.
Exactly.
You feel me?
Now that's smart, man. And I think that's where business is good anyway.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes. People are getting away from building. Brick and mortar is the thing of the past.
Yeah. It's too expensive, especially in Bermuda.
Yes.
When you're looking at, electricity, utility bills,
payroll tax, insurance, all that.
And then you still got to pay rent. And rent
is what trumps all.
Right.
And maintenance. And maintenance if they need to do maintenance. If you want to buy the building yourself. So.
So it's a whole lot to come with brick and mortar. Like,
absolutely.
So I think the way how you're doing it is cost effective, and it's keeping your products fresh, like you said, it's quality. And for those who don't know about the quality, speak to the quality of the sweatsuits, because I bought one a time ago, and it's still fresh. You know what I mean?
Right.
I still wear it.
Right. So, and you bought that. I think honestly, you were probably my very first customer in Bermuda to buy from me, because remember I said I started in England.
Right.
All them ones that I gave to you, I was sending back to Bermuda.
Right.
You were the first one in Bermuda that bought one from me while I was in Bermuda, because I got it sent. Remember, I had it sent to us, so that I could print on it and then give it to you. Sure. So yeah, and you, like you said, that's like 3-4 years ago.
Yeah.
So and the product quality has upgraded since then. You know what I mean? Back then I was actually dealing with a separate vendor, and the tracksuits were theirs, and then I was printing MFB on it and giving it to the customer. Now everything is MFB. So this what I'm wearing right now has MFB in the tag, MFB in the lacings, MFB stitching on the pockets. This is an MFB product through and through. Every single thing that you see, and it's better quality.
You got the
strings.
Yeah. That's dope.
And like all of that stuff, believe it or not, if you are going back to people, respecting people, if you have that respect and that rapport with people, they'll give you things for next to nothing.
Yeah.
Because they know that At the end of the day, I can hit up Errin on the 14th, pick a random date, and say, Errin, I need 7 racks. There you go. No questions asked. No, oh, when you gonna do it, or, when I'm gonna have, no. That's for you. And because it's like that, when I say, yo, bro, I need that, it's right there.
Right.
Not a problem. So, I'm dealing with more than one vendor now, and the product quality is through the roof. I don't honestly think that, and this is not to blow my own horn, I don't think that there is a better quality on this island. I don't think there is. Especially when it comes to knowing that the whole thing belongs to that brand. Not like it's hands and then you're printing your stuff on it, or jersey or Gildan. And it's not to derail those businesses that do that, because I did that at one point. We all have to start somewhere. Okay. But when it comes to, you're asking me about the quality of my stuff, I don't think that there's a higher quality, and especially for the prices. I sell one whole thing like this for $125, top and bottom. I've seen suits of less quality in town, in shops, for $160, $175.
That's a good price.
And it's not a Bermudian branded thing. It's some brand from away that you don't even know. You don't know who owns it, who has shares in it. You don't know none of that. But when you come to me, you know exactly who you're getting it from. You know exactly where it's coming from. And it's being delivered to you. And it's being personalized.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. The business model is good. You know what I mean? And
yes.
I think when I look at you, and I think I'm telling you before, I look at you, and I see like a P. Diddy mindset.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
In the aspect where it's like, you got your Sean John gun, and
mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? Not to say that, but it's just saying that I don't look down on you to say that you're any less
mm-hmm.
Capable than Sean John. You
yes,
see what I'm saying?
Yes, bro.
I think that's where you can be. I think that's where you are in terms of mindset every day, like, you know what I mean?
And it's good that you say that, brother, because I've told my girl that from the day she met me. I said, honestly, it's nothing that people like him. I named him Sean John, Jay-Z, Damon Dash, T.I., some people that I look up to or looked up to. There's nothing on that they have that I don't have. The only thing that they have on me is that they've been around longer. But when it comes to the mindset and where I want to be and what I know I can achieve and how I go about things innovatively, you feel what I'm saying? Meaning, like, I'm not trying to recreate the wheel, but I want my own wheel.
For sure.
You feel what I'm saying? I want my own wheel.
For sure.
So at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, man, I feel that 110%. And the thing is like, my main thing was that I always wanted to push that into the youth. And honestly, I've been successful in that regard.
And I would attest to that, you know what I mean? Because every time I see you wearing your own brand, you know what I mean? Every video you produce, you're wearing your own brand. And that right there is what I try to, like, you know me, I also manage rap artists, you know what I mean? And I try to tell guys locally, I say, well, you know what I mean? If you want to do this, you have to do this seriously. Produce your own clothing or and you have to wear that, market that in your videos, and stuff like that. You know what I mean? That's going to take you to the next level. That's going to be your bread and butter. People want to know how you make money in the music industry in Bermuda. That's the key. That's how you do it.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? But, it's kind of hard trying to manage people that,
Yes.
that
are not, not there.
Can't really see the vision. You know what I mean? So,
you can lead a horse to water, can't make it drink.
And that's where I look at you and I say, you got it. You figured it out. Every time you see you, you're doing your thing. You're wearing your own clothing. Every day I see you.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
That to me is the real belief and dedication. So I wanna lead right into the next segment, which is the 3 keys. Now I'm doing a segment that's gonna release it on Instagram and things of that nature.
Okay.
Before the full interview is released.
Okay.
That's called 3 keys. It's like, I want you to give me your 3 keys that defines you as a entrepreneur. Like, what makes you you? You know what I mean? And so for people to look and say, well, I want to be successful like him. What can they do? 3 keys to become successful.
Okay, so number 1 with me, I say it all the time. Love, respect, and manners. I say it all the time. To anybody that knows me, that's how I end my conversations with people. Love, respect, and manners. Those things will make you successful. The last one, because I know you said 3, but I have 4,
Right.
is hard work. You have to work hard. Like, people believe in this, oh, you can work smart. People that work smart, you think they don't work hard? Of course they work hard. They just do both.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So the people that are and see, you was talking about millionaire mindsets. I'm of a, and not to downplay that, but I'm of a billionaire mindset.
Sure.
Like, I really want to be there, and not for the financial success that it comes with, but because I know I can do it. And it's like, working hard is definitely a big part of that. P. Diddy works hard.
Everybody.
50 Cent works hard. You think it's easy to produce power? You think it's easy to produce he's coming out with a different Ciroc like every other month, bro? That's not easy. That is not easy. You have to go there, you have to test, you have to taste test. You have to taste test over and over again. You have to do quality production. You have to do marketing. You have to go on, and all that costs money, by the way. Before you even start making money. All that costs money. Feel what I'm saying? So these guys have got big platforms. And at the end of the day, it's like, they're working smart, but they're working hard, bro. And that's what separates them from the rest. Now, when you go to love is something that trumps all things. Love trumps hate. Love trumps everything. So when you have love in your business, meaning you love your product so much, you're going to make sure that the quality is so high that when your customer gets it, they have no choice but to love it. Do you feel what I'm saying? And then also with love with your people, your rapport, the customers, the members, the shareholders, everybody that's involved with your brand. You show them love, they'll show you love back. Period. Then you have respect. I respect you. You feel what I'm saying? You respect me, which is why this whole thing came about. Sure. You feel what I'm saying? When you have respect amongst men, that's deep. You feel what I'm saying? That's super deep, and it allows certain opportunities that arise that would have never taken place if respect was not there. For sure. And then manners dictates everything, because manners is your etiquette. Manners is how you hold yourself accountable. Manners is how you carry yourself. So if I have manners towards you, I show up at your door and it's like just walking in your house. Even though you said to me, Errin, the door's open, I'm still gonna knock. I'm still gonna say, yo, bro, is it okay for me to come in? Is your lady home? Should I come at another time? All those things are gonna make you say, you know what, I can't just move anywhere around him. I have people that are seriously dealing with things in the streets, bro. But because I deal with them with respect, they deal with me with respect. These guys some of them are off it. Trust me, bro. Right. But respect, there's respect. So it's like, they're not just gonna show up at my yard. You think they don't do show up at people's yard? Of course they do. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? But there's types of people haven't showed them respect in the past. So respect, love, manners, all of those things, and then hard work, make sure that you go far, not just in business, in life, because life is business. Every single day you wake up, you are a part of a moving business frame and model. You eat, that's business. You live somewhere, that's business. You fucking, anything you do, it's business. You make waste, that's a part of the sanitation's business. Everything is business. So therefore, you have to garner yourself in that fashion if you want to be successful in life. And if you're successful in life, you just automatically be successful in business. Period.
I like how you put that. Everything is business. Because when you broke it down like that, I'm sure in layman terms, that's going to translate and make people understand that everything in life is business.
Mm-hmm. Everything has a dollar amount. Everything.
Like you said, that's how you operate. You gotta follow code. You know what I mean? But for those who don't know where to find your brand,
okay,
tell them where to find your brand too, family.
So we got. I've been blessed, and that goes back to respect and manners and love. I've been blessed with having my stuff in over 6 shops right now, and I don't pay over here, because at the end of the day, the brand speaks for itself, and I have love, respect, and rapport with those people. I pay them, but I don't pay for the shop. True. So you can find it in Platinum Entertainment, which is now all going organic. They've changed their name officially. They're up in Somerset. You can find it at the Oil Shop in Whale Bay. You can find it at The Hut, which is a small little shop right there next to Scoops. You can find my stuff in Color Art Nails, both locations. The one in, I think that's still Southampton, by Herrin Bay Marketplace. Yeah. And then the one in Taunton. And then the last place is Shannon's. But that's soon to come online. I'm still kind of negotiating my which items I'm gonna put in the shop, not to overlook anything that he has doing. So yeah, those are the 6 places on island right now. We also do international delivery to any part of the world. Like I said, I'm just struck a deal with a place over in Australia, so you can look forward to that. Got the shirts going to Africa now. They should be over there now. And the U.S. is slowly coming on board. Got some people out in North Carolina, as well as Atlanta, and Texas, and Canada should be coming online as well. So all them places, and they're me. You know what I mean? I'm probably the biggest vendor on the island, even though I have all them different places where you can go, because obviously I'm just trying to make it more accessible to the general public. But you can just send me an email or WhatsApp or a DM on Instagram to my personal one or the MFB brand page. I'm not always the one that operates the MFB brand page, so don't hit it up like, Errin, can I get something? Because people do that a lot. And we make sure that the stuff is delivered directly to you. That's another thing. We deliver directly to you. So no matter if you're down St. George's, Somerset, we'll get it right to your doorstep. Even if you're at work and you want to deliver at work, we do that as well.
All right, brother. I think this
wraps it up.
Good, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. You know what I mean? And it's much respect, family.
Always.
Thank you, fam.
Know that, G.